Morning, good morning. Ugh. TS Boxing, welcome. Steve, welcome. Morning. Fifteen ticks is not much today, it seems like. Steve, I mean, if it were my account, I'd be doing the 10 contracts to recover that extra day. If it works today, then I downsize. Or you could just go to 5. I mean, it's completely up to you. Good morning, Jordan. Good morning, MT. Scott, good morning. Tom, good morning. Sorry, Steve. I didn't even see that. I saw it now. I stopped reading at 10 contracts.
It's all good, man. It's all good. That 8:30 move would have been nice and easy.
Think? Oh yeah, I see it. I was looking right back here. Yeah, looks like it would have been pretty easy.
We're gonna go. I mean, it's 3 minutes. The whole world could change, but I think a 306-ish area, 307, just to be safe. And there's no. It's right at the low level now. 284. Or is it too conservative?
I mean, I was looking up closer to like 309, 310, and then 282-ish, 283.
Okay. So a little bit more conservative than I was looking.
Yeah, I mean, you said you were looking to kind of front run type thing, so I mean, it's completely up to you.
Because I don't want to. I only got 1,200 in drawdown.
Right.
So, and I've only traded 1 day, so that's why I think 5 contracts is fine. Because if I get to 3,000 in 3 days, it does me no good anyway.
Yeah, no, the reason I say do it that first day is because it gives you that buffer. So I mean, now if you want to just do 5, then that's fine. Because if you do 10 and it works the first 2 days, you get your drawdown back. It's more about getting the drawdown back versus getting the payout. Because the drawdown is a lot more important. But once you get the drawdown back, then now you're in business. And you can even go to the idea that you don't need to go that heavy moving forward either.
Let's see. All right, let's try it.
Morning, Jason. Good morning, Tamimi.
It looks like we're gonna get the low, unless there's a fake out.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what it's looking like.
So I can put my long in easily, 308.75, and the low I'm actually gonna wait a second here. Where you at?
I'm at 282-ish. And then I'm up above the highs there at 309-ish.
All right. Oh, maybe we'll get the high. Maybe we'll get a flatten. I don't know. But I got 10 contracts. Let's go. All the way, man. All the way through. Ooh, that's close. Go for a good call out on that level to be safe. First candle doesn't look like.
Yeah.
Next candle up.
In.
Come on. Oh, it was right there.
What? Oh, I'm out.
Out.
It didn't fill me right away. It filled me like
Beautiful.
one or two. I don't know how many it filled me, but it filled me some, but not all of them.
I didn't
And
get,
then went
yeah,
down.
I didn't get them all.
Yeah, me neither. It worked out. I wonder if we had like the exact same placement. That's
So
funny.
it filled me 282, 9 of them, 281.75, one of them, and it got me out 278.25, 9 of them, and 278 even, one of them.
282 what?
282, I got 9 contracts.
Oh, I was at 282.75, so I was actually 3 ticks above you.
You were in before, you were in first.
Yeah, I mean, I just said 282 area because I don't know exactly where I'm clicking. I just look at the general area.
Yeah, I mean, you look to the side, you can see. All right, we were safe no matter what
Yeah,
here.
worked out.
Beautiful. I'm glad. Thank you for the 10 contracts, and now my drawdown's up to 19.
Yeah, so that's the idea. And where's your account back to now?
52.
Right. So you have $600 you need to make in 6 legal trading days, which you can just do 2 contracts from now on if you really wanted to.
Yeah, I'll probably drop down to my 3 or 4 contracts. I'm away tomorrow, Wednesday. Actually, should be here Thursday and Friday because of the intermediary days for Passover. I'm usually not around Thursday,
Right.
so I'll be here Thursday, Friday, but I won't be here I won't be here most of next week.
Gotcha.
Whew, look at this rebound.
That's why the key levels matter.
That first one going up, beautiful.
What I tell you? That's that's why you put it higher. Because look, what the high there was right here, which was 307, and it went
and I was
to
first thinking 306.
Yeah, and it went to what 307.50. It literally it went up by 2 ticks. They do it all the time. That's why I do what I do.
I know.
There's a reason for my madness.
I get FOMO there. That's why I'm going a little bit too aggressive, and I shouldn't.
Yeah, I feel like if you front run that, like if you were here, yeah, you're not getting 15 ticks there. And you're doing 22, right?
No, no, I did 15.
Okay.
Because that's only 10. Because I did 10 contracts.
Yeah, that's not 15 ticks.
No, it's not. That is blown. That is blown account. That's what that is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That candle's blown account.
Yeah, anybody that got filled to the upside there is hopefully they. Oh no, I mean they're kind of screwed because it never even came back up there. I mean it's trying now, but they would have had to hold on through all this.
That's way too late. That's 40 points.
Yeah. It's so funny. I have like 40 people watching like at the open, and it's already down to 28 people. People are just coming in, getting the levels and leaving, which is good for them. Kind of the whole idea.
The levels, they saw your trade. You already said you're not trading much after 9:45.
Yeah. Yep.
So
I'm not.
Now they'll go wait for Alpine to see how much money he made.
Right. See what kind of car he's gonna buy before he gets that one.
We jest in love. We jest in love. We love everybody. So what happens after you get above 2,500? Does the drawdown doesn't stay 2,500 anymore once you get above 26.52.6?
So your drawdown stops at 50,100.
Right. So like,
Yeah.
is this gonna, over here where it says drawdown, is that just going to keep going up, or does that just go away?
Well, it'll stop. Or no, it'll keep going up. So like when you get past 2,500, like say you make 500 bucks, it'll go up to 3,000.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so your drawdown will continue higher. Then
Beautiful.
G, good morning, good morning.
All
Wow,
right.
look at that. Anyone who was in long there, they thought they were going to get bailed out. And they're like, nah, we're going back lower. Sorry. But you know what that is? Everyone that got in there at the open, they got bailed. Like they were like, all right, close enough. We'll just take a small loss. And it just shot that candle right back down. Because everyone thought that they weren't going to. They were probably hoping it would go higher, but then it started to stall out. And they're like, all right, that's good enough. Take the smaller
Yeah, I really
loss.
thought we were gonna get the long here, but if you look all the way across, here, before that 830 move, that whole 830 move is sold off now.
Well, I went left all the way back to, what is this? This is just from 6 o'clock this morning. I mean, we bounced off a pretty obvious support right where we're essentially bouncing now. That's where I got my
630.
line. So as long as I was short in front of that line, I felt okay.
It's at 630. I'm looking over here.
And looking left, I was just using the high of today, which was at 315, 314. So that's what I wanted my long to be, as far away from that current high at, what was it, 307, but where my order to take profit was still in front of that current high. So I was front running that next key level, but high enough to get away from exactly what happened, the overlapping candles. That's the key to this, is don't get caught in the overlapping candles.
Yes, I was thinking actually waiting before I put my order in before the open and watch that first candle, because it seems like we're not getting filled on that first candle anymore.
That's not true. It's just Friday we got filled right away.
Did we?
Yeah. It happens. It's just I will agree that as of late it has felt that way, where it's been a little up and down with the that first candle. But it's because we've had a lot of news at 8:30. So like the volatility of that 9:30 candle, I feel like a little bit has been taken out of it from the 8:30 move.
Right.
Also, I'm not wrong. Looking at 8:30, I earlier you said the 8:30 move. It wasn't 8:30 that move happened. It was actually at 8:38. That's why I was confused earlier, because I was like, wait, 8:30 looks like it's over here. I wonder what that was.
8:30 to 8:40. It took about 10 minutes for everyone to read the news.
Yeah. What was it?
Who knows?
I'm not even seeing anything for today. That's why I was confused.
Who knows? I was near the computer then and I saw the move going up. I was like, oh, if I had an eval account, I could have just longed it and just let it ride.
Yeah.
I think
Tomorrow.
I'm getting mine tomorrow, so maybe Thursday or something I'll YOLO it.
Gotcha. I'll say tomorrow is a big day at 9:45. I got the PMI stuff.
Are you gonna grab another account anytime soon, or are you gonna wait for payout on these?
Check Discord. Methodical, because he front runs. Let's fucking go, Jordan. Dude, can you look at the P&L charts channel, Steve? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a $20,000 fucking payout. Let's go. Attaboy, Jordan. I'm excited. Hey, Den, you're the one from Discord, right? How'd the kids go this morning? I know getting them out of the house is crazy. Jordan, that's fucking amazing, bro. I'm so happy for you, seriously. I hope to pull that one day. I'm gonna start pushing. If I get payouts on both these accounts, I'm gonna start pushing more accounts.
Hey Jordan, how'd you Photoshop that? That's awesome. Nah, congrats, man. Congrats. That's what we're all chasing. A screen like that. We're all chasing that screen. see. I don't maybe I'm going to do that. I'm happy to put mine
So
up there.
Alpine apparently lost, or he's still in a bunch of the trades. Oh wow, yeah, I just clicked over to his stream. So the ones that he uses smaller contracts on, he's still in those. So if this goes higher, he'll get bailed out. But if it goes lower, he might be screwed. Kids went to school, no problem. And then caught the move. Let's go. Hell yeah. Where do you live at?
Hey, look what? Guess what? Looks like he's going to get bailed out.
Well, it looks like he lost some of the accounts already, but I mean, I wouldn't be necessarily surprised. He is pretty lucky. Like, even when he's unlucky, he's lucky.
Hey, look, I put mine in. Even figure out how to do that.
Nice.
Anyone wants to send
if this
money
goes
to my
all the way
account,
back,
do that.
if this goes all the way back to the lows, looks like he. Oh no, yeah, he didn't get out any of them. It went up and bounced right off of him. His order.
How are you watching him?
He's live right now. He went live.
Really?
He actually went live. Apparently, I just went back. He went live for the entire opening move. He didn't show the orders, but he was already live. If this goes all the way back to the lows, that's gonna suck ass for him, because it literally went up to his order and just missed him. It's Monday. It's supposed to be a choppy day. Yeah. Oh, whoa. Wow. That's brutal. Wow, he was that close.
Oh, he's shaking his head.
Is there a world where this goes all the way back up there? And that's a pretty strong move back down. Yeah, it looks like he's closed out of 5 of them. Yeah, but he's still in a bunch of them.
He's down on this. Yeah. But some of them aren't moving. So you might have just...
No, they're moving. They're just... It's like, it takes a while for our trader to update it like that. If you keep watching, they're moving. But he's only down like 4. He's only down like 4 something on those. So he can only have like 1 or 2 contracts on some of those. Does this really come all the way back up? That's crazy. It
says limit 2, so it looks like he's got 2 contracts
on that account. Yeah. Yeah, that one. So the one that is yellow at the bottom right now, that's the one I think he's showing. I think. I'm not sure. But all the other ones, he must only have 1 contract. Like, at what point do you cut those and just eliminate the loss?
He's showing his whole account number right there. 145.
Well, he's shown those before. That's something that he doesn't necessarily hide. Look at this. It's gonna go all the way back up. Was there some news or something? No, there wasn't. I just checked. Imagine the emotional drawdown that he's going through. That's gotta suck.
He's not even looking. He's not even looking. But you know what? At the end of the day,
he's perfectly
it's a
fine.
It's the 22nd. He's still going to get his $15,000 in sub fees.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's what that was my whole gripe with it all, is that a lot of people don't understand the reason that this doesn't matter to him is because it's just lost time. It has nothing to do with the money at this point, because he knows that with all the affiliation fees, he can just replenish the 20 accounts. Like, it's not a big deal.
But what did he do to blow the accounts? Did he go long at the high? He went in. He got in too
Yes.
early.
Yes, he did what I
He got in
told
like
you not to do. Yeah.
304, 305.
Yeah, he tried to front run just like you were talking about, and it faked him out. It looks like it's going to come all the way back. That's crazy.
I don't know about that.
It's trying.
There's some wicks here. It's struggling. As much as I enjoy watching someone else's demise, I do have a ton of stuff I got to get done. So I'm going to wish you all a happy Passover. If there's any Jewish traders here.
Yes,
And
all
I
you
will
fellow
see you
Jewish
guys on
traders.
Thursday,
All right, man.
including that.
Have a good rest of your day. Rest of your
Thank you so
week
much.
for the most part.
Yeah, I'll probably check in Thursday.
Sounds good.
I'll take a look at that website when I have a chance.
All right, sounds good.
Take it easy, man.
Later, man. $100 lot. Not quite. We're getting there though. We're halfway. We now have four trades on each account. Do I ever copy trade? Yeah. I will once I have more accounts. I'm just building the accounts back up. That's all. Anybody have any questions while I'm here? Besides 100 lot, keep going. To me, his strategy is to go live every day and stay live as long as possible and get people to use his affiliation code. Oh, he's only holding this because it's still from the opening range trade. All his accounts that he blew were the ones that he was using higher contracts with, but the ones that he was in like only 1 or 2 contracts, he's still holding that. It's still the same opening range trade. It's just it's chopping, so he's still in it. If it would have continued down, he probably blows all those accounts. If it goes back up, he's going to get filled for what he would have made if it just worked right away. Yeah, the ORB's been around forever. Yep, look, he got it. So he went through all that just to get his normal amount that he usually makes. So he lost 5 accounts, but he got bailed out on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 accounts. So 9 accounts he got saved on because it didn't break down further. So even when I even said it earlier, even when he's unlucky, he's a little lucky, because he could have lost 14 accounts today had this continued lower. So he can take that for what it's worth. And I'm sure I already clicked off of him, but I'm sure the rest of the day he's going to explain how it's perfectly okay and how he's still got all these payouts and how he's perfectly fine. And I mean, it's just how he operates. He's going to convince you that everything is perfectly fine, which for him it is. I still, since the time I've ever known him, like he's the guy that would complain, like when he makes $100, he would complain that he didn't make $200. Like that's the kind of guy. Like he's so convinced that he should always be making money. Like, I don't know. He's that guy. I'm sure we all know a guy like that. It taxes you quite a bit. Yeah. So 100 lot. That was actually when I decided to stop talking to him, because he actually used to be a pretty decent guy, and then I don't know, he changed like big time. He always, and that's the other thing too, is like he always said he would never become like your typical guru, and just look at him. Right? He's literally a guru at this point, like your typical guru. Who's the one that always used to say that we should look for the 20s and the 80s? Because we kind of bounced near the 80s. Then we went to 20, sort of. I guess it's the 30, 70, and 30. Just the backwards, though. I think you normally were thinking the other way. I hate talking bad about people, but man, he really, really grinds my gears. Just with how like, I don't know. Like I said, we were really good friends, and I think that's what hurts the most, is that we were really good friends, and then he just changed. I mean, there's really no other way to put it. Like he changed for the worse. I wasn't gonna continue being friends with somebody like that, so. Money definitely has that effect on some people. I always say too, if you ever notice the people that turn into gurus, they're always people that don't have kids, a spouse. Sometimes they'll have a spouse, but they almost never have kids. Like go look at the trading community and find all the gurus that you know of and tell me ones that have kids. They're typically the ones that turn into the gurus, because to them it's just a hustle. That's really all it is. Just yeah, ego, 100%. I've said it. I've always said it from the beginning. If one of these guys, I'm not even talking about Alpine at this point, I'm just talking about trading gurus in general. If they're showing you something that looks transparent, it's because they want you to see what they're showing you. But what they're not showing you is what really lies behind the scenes that makes everything work. And that's the thing. When I did get on Alpine and Nutty, I don't know, this is a while ago now, but it was because of that. Like before Nutty had any payouts, he was making all of his money from affiliation fees. And to have the nerve that he did to say that it didn't affect the way that he was trading, I mean, come on. I mean, he was probably $20,000, $30,000 in the hole from trading without, I think he had one $2,000 payout, if I remember correctly. And I'm not trying to talk bad about him, because now he's made most of that, all of it back. But before then, you're not going to keep just replenishing to 20 PA accounts over and over and over again if you're not making money some other way. That would just be silly. That would just be silly. more connected. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I am not tooting my own horn here, but I feel like I am here for the right reasons. I'm here to succeed at trading and hopefully help others do the same thing. I am not here to make you pay to figure that out. If what I'm working is working and you can do it too, then I'm gonna let you in on how to do it, especially with these prop firms. Now, if we were trading stocks and there was something that I thought would compromise my strategy and my well-being for me and my family, like, I'm probably not going to go out of my way to show you this. But I know that with these prop firms, these are not real orders. These are not affecting the actual market. So I know that if we all put in the same order at the same precise tick, if that were the case, we could have 1 million contracts and they're all going to get filled the exact same because they are not real orders. They are not affecting the actual market. But if we were trading the actual market, that's a totally different story, because then it would possibly affect the overall market if there was 1 million contracts sitting at one price, right? But that's not the case. With these prop firms, it's a lot different. So by me showing you what I'm doing, it's not affecting me at all. So I'm not going to make you pay $5, $10 a month to join my YouTube subscription member thing just so that you can see how I'm trading, because it doesn't affect me. Like, I'm not going to put it behind a paywall. That's just rude. If you want to join the member part of my YouTube channel, that's because you support me and what I'm doing, not because I'm making you pay it to see how I'm trading. And that's just rude. What if Apex decides to ban the opening range strategy if too many people are making money? They're not going to, because there's so many people losing money. Even Alpine loses. He just lost accounts today. People are losing money on this, and it's driving more and more people that don't use this just to buy accounts. So they're making way more money than they're paying him, me, anybody. If they weren't, they would ban it. Trust me, they know about it. The guy that I talked to behind the scenes, they know what's going on, but they know that they're making more money than they're paying out, so it doesn't matter. The only reason I'm here is because VT has always been real. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate that. Point is, the prop firms might block it if they notice a lot of people benefiting from it. But how much money are they making from people buying accounts trying to do it that aren't making it work? It's a lot. It's a lot of people. Plus, the thing is, how many people have the discipline to trade a prop account that's a sim account, essentially, and only trade the opening range trade? How many people are going to trade the opening range trade and be like, okay, I got $355 profit. Let me go see if I can keep going. And then they blow the accounts. Like, a lot of people, like even Alpine was doing that. Like, the only accounts he would blow were the ones he would keep trading on stream just so that he could not be bored while he's sitting there on stream. Not the opening range trade. So it's the discipline of people. Like, human emotions are never going to change. They've been the same since the stock market opened. So it all boils back down to that. Like, the human emotions are never going to change, and people are always going to blow accounts. And like I said, the discipline to only trade the opening range trade like I am, a lot of people don't have that. But if you did, you can make some money. So if you want to get rewarded, then try to do that. Tamimi, no, you're right. And so Tamimi said, I think it's his edge and he has the right not to show it. He does. But then to put it behind a paywall when your whole premise was saying that you would never put something behind a paywall. So he always prided himself on not trying to teach people how to trade. But then he took his opening range trade and put it behind a paywall. That's essentially saying, I'm charging you to teach you how to trade like I do. So that's just common sense. Yeah, like I said, if they were going to ban it, they're going to ban it. But I don't think they will, because they're making more money than they're losing from it. And I bet you a lot of people aren't actually taking the trade. Like, a lot of people watch us take the trade, but a lot of people probably aren't even taking the trade. And then everyone's taking the trade differently anyway. And the thing is, I don't really see why there should be anything against it, because how many times you see the market open and the volatility sucks? So, like, there is an edge there, taking advantage of the volatility at the open, but sometimes there is no volatility, and it kind of sucks. So what's the difference between me taking the trade at 9:30 versus like 9:35? I mean, look, this candle at 9:34 was way bigger than the previous 4 candles from 9:30 to 9:34. So, I mean, you could still try to take advantage of the trade, even if they try to put some limits on it. But I doubt they will, because like I said, if they were losing money from it, they would have banned it already. Behind a paywall. So he charges you. He has videos on that show his opening range trade that he has set up that you can only see it if you join his member thing on YouTube. So you have to pay to see it, aka behind a paywall. Having a data issue? I think it's just you. I don't see it. 10-second trade rule. Again, Apex is really priding themselves on being lenient, and they're making all the money because of it. There was a video that is it Daryl, I think, the CEO, he just put out that that Apex made more in 1 month than the next closest prop firm made in the last year. Or it might even have been the last 3 months versus the last 3 years, but I think it was 1 month versus the last year. That's how much money they're making. So whatever they're doing is working, and I really don't think they're going to change what's going on, because they're making so much money. To Mimi, he's been doing that for months now, and he pushes it all the time. Like, that's actually part of why I stopped watching him, because most of his stream now is just him defending himself and then saying, if you want to learn how I do it, just join. Like, he'll say that you just got to join the YouTube member program and you can see it. Oh, he's making way more than that, 100 a lot. He was making that when he only had like 100 people watching him. And now he's got 400 or 500, I think, watching him. Sometimes more than that. That's why I said, like, when he loses these accounts, he's probably got eval sitting on the back burner because he can just replenish them. Because to him, it doesn't mean anything. Everyone else is funding his accounts at this point. But he'll never tell you that. Again, what did I say earlier? What they show you, they want you to see. What they don't show you is the truth. And that's why I've always prided myself on literally showing you everything exactly in the moment. Like, if you go over there and ask him how much he makes in affiliations, he'll either just say no or he'll ban you. Especially if you keep egging him on about it, he'll definitely ban you. That's what I'm saying. Especially at 90% off, you can get an eval for 17 and the PA for 85. That's $102, right? He's probably making that. He's probably making 20 times that every day, because that's what, $200 or not $100. That's $2,000. I wouldn't say he's making $2,000 a day, but I bet you he's making upwards of like $500 a day. Yeah, it's a lot easier when you got the income stream coming in. A lot easier. Yeah, and the thing is, he is to the point now where he kind of has his following. So anyone that tries to come in and say something is just going to get absolutely reamed by everyone else in the chat. I bet you that happened. Tell me I'm wrong. I bet you I'm not. Any idea what day that was? I'd love to go back and watch it. That's the kind of stuff I actually enjoy watching, because I know what it's like behind the scenes. Yeah, exactly. Dude, once you have a following, it kind of gets scary, because it's like, think of Braveheart, right? When you're charging onto the battlefield, you have people that are following you. They don't want to die, but they're willing to die because you are leading them. That's what a following is nowadays. Like, people will blindly defend you, even if you're wrong. Especially when you've been brainwashed. It's past 10. Yeah, I do have some stuff to do today. ICT followers. Yes, exactly. Yep, exactly. Like, seriously, has anybody been watching Alpine this morning? I bet you he's just been defending himself all morning. And probably like just like going through all his payouts and how he's buying a Porsche and that is the same thing. That's what he does, like, all the time. 100 lot. Find when that happened. What day was it? I want somebody to find that for me so I can watch it. It's just funny seeing him get upset over something like that, because that's just how he's always been. Classic Chris. Wasting 100K? It's like 180K. It's not even 100K. It's almost 200K. They just banned futures trading with Kellyanne. Who's that? Oh, like in his chat? I don't watch him anymore. I actually unsubscribed from him a little bit, because it just got to the point where he's now big enough that he can do stuff like that. And he, like, think of it this way. It's kind of sad. We literally are in a world where people can have a following and they can just delete the people that don't agree with them and keep the people around that do agree with them. That's literally like the definition of a cult. Apparently missiles are being fired, according to Methodical Man. Wonder if that's gonna play a part on the market at all. Do you guys see Tesla got down to like 142? Oh geez, it actually, wow, went under 140. It looks like went to 138.80. Damn. I'm still waiting. Their earnings is what, today? Tomorrow, I think, or Wednesday. This is how things work everywhere. Yeah. She figured out his opening range break on her own and made a video. He posted her video in his Discord. His cult attacked her and then banned her. What the fuck? Why? For posting a video that of her trade that she made? That makes 0 sense. That will never happen with me, because that's just not who I am. Never have been. I have absolutely 0 reason to turn into that person. Never will. I guess thankfully for him, that all happened after he got payouts. New week, because didn't he just get the big payout? All the past few days. Yeah. I mean, it's whatever. I really don't want to engage in the drama. I don't, because it's not what I'm about. But I get a little fired up sometimes when it comes to people that are just abusing others. It's frustrating, but what can you do? You can only live your own life. I've come to accept that a little while ago. And ever since I had kids, I've realized that, to be completely honest, the people that want to be in your life for the right reasons, you show them love. Anyone that doesn't want to be in your life for the right reasons, or they're just assholes, like, just don't waste your time on them. That's really what it comes down to. And that was why I stopped being friends with Alpine, because he just turned into that person. There's no reason to be around the people that you don't want to be around. Mean people suck. It's like Mean Girls. Oh, I can't wait to open that bottle 100 lot. I'm gonna start pushing for it. If we get both payouts from these 2 accounts, I'm gonna try to go up to 6 accounts. So that would be 3 and 3. So if I have 3 and 3, that that very well. If they work, it could be the 5-figure payout. So we'll see. Coconut rum and celebrate too. What kind? You know, Bacardi makes a coconut rum. You don't have to get Malibu. Malibu's full of sugar. I searched for this, Kelly, and found a video titled Sunday Night Futures. Alpine ORB copy strategy updates. Oh, all right, let's see. I'll bite real quick before I continue on with the rest of the day. Let's see. Sunday Night Futures. Alpine ORB copy. There it is. Is that actually her? Futures trading with Kelly. Oh, she's got quite the amount of people on there as well. All right, I'm gonna pause methodical real quick because I'm gonna turn this on 2x. So this is my point exactly. Literally within the first 40 seconds, she's talking about how she emotionally traded her accounts. So right there, that just shows that she's not only taking that opening range trade, which kind of proves my point from earlier. The Bacardi? Yeah, you can't go wrong with the Bacardi, man. You take the Bacardi coconut and you put it with a Coke Zero, whatever you want. It's so good. It's so good. End of the day, money is meaningless. It's so true. I've lived most of my life with the ideology of I hate money because money rules the world, but it sucks that it rules the world because you can't do a lot of things because of money. And it's just so annoying. All right, let me watch this real quick. So she called it the Alpine scalps, and then the ORB as well. Yeah, I'm sitting here listening to her from like a minute to 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Well, it's probably more like a minute and 45 to 2 minutes. So it's like the last minute. Like she makes a valid point. Like she doesn't know his strategy. She was just putting what she thinks his strategy is. And people got mad at her for trying to figure out her own way of trading the same thing that he's doing, that he is live streaming saying, hey, this is successful. Like, of course people are going to want to try to copy it. Like, see, people, and so I'm not saying anything bad about this, Zishan, because he said having a lot of money is stressful too. I can understand why that could be the case, but if you have all the right intentions and have a lot of money, I feel like that becomes pretty easy at that point. Like, I feel like you are like you're not looking for the next fix, you know? You're just enjoying life. You are using the money to live life. You're not spending the money to look for that next fix, if that matters, because you already understand the value of life. And I'm not trying to get I'm not trying to get deep here, but I don't know. If you have kids and you're a good person, you just it changes you. It really does. It makes you understand that all the bullshit, man, it's just not worth it. It's not worth your time. It's really not. Yeah, I agree with Tom. Tom says, I feel like it if I don't have to care about money, bills, food, etc., I would be less stressed. Like if my kids say they want to go eat somewhere, but I know it's kind of expensive to eat there, that's letting money rule your life, right? And it sucks. But if my kids were like, I want to go eat there, and we could just go there, and I don't even care what the prices say on the menu, and they can just order what they want and eat what they want, like that to me would make life amazing. That to me is what financial freedom looks like. Being able to literally go to a restaurant with my family and not even look at the prices on the menu. That's it. Go on a vacation and give a rat's ass about what it costs. We want to go to San Diego because we've never been there with the kids to experience the weather and the things that they have to offer there, if there are any things to offer there besides the weather, and not give a rat's ass about what the cost is. That is financial freedom. All this like buying fancy cars just to show off to your friends and like, no, that, look, if that's your meaning to life, then so be it. Like if you don't have family and that is like your kids to you, then hey, I'm not against it. But I just, to go out of your way to push that on other people, like to me that's pushing it a little bit too far. Especially when you know on the back end is where you're making all the real money. Like that's the part that kills me. Homeschooling my child and vacations would be financial freedom. Yeah. So me and my wife have actually talked about that. We're like, well, what if we just move to the Caribbean or something and just homeschool the kids? And I'm just like, not a bad idea. Like if she could remotely work and make the same amount of money she makes now, but live somewhere in the Caribbean where life is like 1/10 the cost. Just saying, like we're getting to that point where it's not such a bad idea. Like I will end up down south in the Caribbean probably somewhere once the kids are old enough. There's no doubt about that. All right, I actually want to finish watching this video real quick. Well, not finish, but I want to. Literally, the next 20 seconds of her video is talking about how people are just saying what they want so that you'll use their affiliate links. I really I'm gonna subscribe to this lady because like she is straight up spitting the truth over and over again. How many evals should I trade until payout on these PA accounts? Debating 5 or 10. It's completely up to you. So you have 10 accounts. I would think it's going to be risky, obviously taking the full amount on those, but maybe just go with what you're familiar with. 10? Like I don't really have an answer for you. It's really up to you. It's a good thing this pop-up happened before the eventual drawdown for Mr. Alpine. All right. If you guys want to keep talking, find me in the Discord. I'm going to jump off here. It's well after 10. You guys kind of got me fired up. I get passionate about stuff. Like when I do talk about stuff and I get passionate about it, I tend to voice my opinion. And I did a little bit of that today. But I'll be back tomorrow morning. Same time, same place. Stay safe. If you have any more questions, feel free to jump in the Discord. I'm in there. Or over on Twitter if you want to find me on there. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. Peace. Jordan, then get 20.